Hey HCDA and welcome back to Talented. Yesterday I showed you some gameplay with the Archer, which is a very straightforward ranged character shooting, well, its bow. But this time around I do want to show you something else, which is the Warrior. This is a melee character just to show you some of the variety this game can offer you. And well, this character plays completely different. I already played it a little bit. As you can see, I'm now up to Mastery 8. This guy will do melee attacks. You can also go for a little bit of axe tossing, but I think I'll go with this. You can also get some additional abilities from leveling this up. So I have some rage I'm going to start out with every night. I have some extra health and I have a basic attack that just hits very hard in a certain direction. I am going to go with those and just jump into game to show you how this character plays. And as always, I am going to turn up the speed to 1.5, so it's a little less long for you to watch, especially the first few levels are pretty straightforward, but as you can see, it is actually not trivial not to get hit. And I just used my ability there to do some additional hits in different directions, but I can only hit in one direction at a time, and I just got hit. So as you can see, not getting hit with the Warrior is not really an option, especially in the first few levels, but we might be able to do something about that. There is some damage in this corner, but I'm just gonna go... Actually, no, I am actually going to pick up the attack speed and the damage because both of those abilities are really good to pick up, and we have some unlocks coming up. So we have critical timing. Landing a critical strike reduces the cooldown of a random ability. Might be useful. We have a talent package over here, but we'll just need to work our way through there first. We have the Impaler over here, which is actually one of my favorite abilities. It's a passive, only costs 1, but you gain 1 attack damage for every 20 maximum health points that you have. Well, we already have 45, so this is just a double attack bonus right there, and we can add to that as we gain more HP, and we might end up with quite a bit of that. However, if that's actually the case, will depend a lot on which talent packages we pick up, and that could go any way, so we'll just have to find out. Okay, well, that's another few hits. I should probably have used my abilities there. That's my bad, apologies about that. Again, I am talking and playing at 1.5 speed, which is not necessarily the optimal way to do, but it's more interesting to watch, I think, especially, like I said, the first few levels are a little bit of a boring thing. We do have 2 mystery talents over here, which I'm always really tempted to pick up, but for now, let's just go straight up, pick up some knockback. This is HP regeneration, so we didn't actually have that on the Archer, and, well, because we get hit, we actually don't mind picking this up. We also have parry, which could be useful. Right now, it's not super useful, but parry, basically what that does, as you can see, by default, we have 0, so adding 2% chance to that means that there's a 2% chance that instead of actually getting hit, we parry the enemy. Is this actually going to go straight through? It looks like this is a dead end. There is a tiny little fragment there. Well, we do actually have critical timing here, and this is a crit, so let's go in that direction. That might not have been the perfect choice. We also have one of my other favorite abilities over here. So once per night, if you reach maximum rage, so you basically just not spend your rage until you reach this, your size and therefore your range is increased by 8%. So this actually goes up even further if you have more rage, so it'll reward you for waiting out that rage. But yeah, for now, ow, I didn't have my ability up yet, so I couldn't do anything about that. I could do something about that though. And as you can see, having more attack speed on the Warrior is actually really good, because sometimes I just get hit because I can't hit everything in the range in time. And the more attack speed you have, the easier that will become. But as you can see, we don't have too much trouble staying alive. We also have a little bit more health than the other character that we played before. So I'm actually going to go through this direction, pick this one up. And yeah, let's go straight here. Now, because I picked up some more health, I actually do also gain more damage from max health points, giving more attack damage from the talent we picked up over here. So it's 1 damage per 20 health, and we are now on 60. So that's 3 extra damage just from the single talent. And if we can pick up some more of those, that will be awesome. We actually have a mystery rare talent over here. All of that is really good. Oh, actually, I didn't pick up everything yet. Let's pick up some more crit. We are already at 6 crit chance. And go with that. Now, the problem with getting a cooldown reduction on crit is that we don't necessarily might have the rage to spend on those abilities. So reducing that down a lot is not... It doesn't have to be good, let's put it like that. Let's clear out some of those enemies over there. Let's clear some spiders. The spiders are quite annoying because they only get into range at the end. Ah, just got hit there. Just a tad too slow. With a little bit more attack speed, I would not have gotten hit there. Let's pick up some more parry. We picked up the critical timing here, and we have katanas actually all over the place. There is a lot of good abilities here. I'm already liking this. So the katanas. Every 4 seconds you throw a katana in a random direction that deals half your damage. And if it kills an enemy, it grants 3 kills on the combo. So that's not necessarily what we're aiming for, but just having katanas flying off in the random directions is a really good way to make sure you're not getting caught from behind. I'm actually wondering if this works with critical timing. I mean, does this count as an ability? I think these are actually abilities, so I don't think that works, but who knows? It might. Let's just go straight up here to get another impaler, get some more katanas, and then maybe go this route through here to get the talent package over there. I'm actually feeling kind of spoiled with so many good talents at the beginning, but hey. That's gonna make for a good video, hopefully. I'm hoping we can turn this into quite an overpowered build, but let's find out. So we got the size increase because I reached maximum rage there, and after that you don't have to worry about that at all anymore. Ah! Well, this worked out really nice. Ah, just in time. There we go. Was that a perfect knight? I think it was. That is really, really nice. Okay, so more damage, yes. More katanas, yes. And a random talent. What is this? When you have a skilled combo, your attack speed is increased by 15%. So we definitely do not want to get hit now. So we can get that 15% increased attack damage. That is a lot. If you compare that to a normal attack speed up, it's 5%. So this is 3 times as much, with the condition that we do need to make sure we get that multiplier in the corner over here from killing enough enemies without getting hit. Well, there we go again. We are on a night 6 already, so 1/4 through this run. But it's going to speed up a lot. Well, that's a little bit of a shame. There goes my attack speed, but we'll get it back. There we go. We have the skilled combo up. And yeah. Look at those katanas clearing out random enemies in the random directions, or at least softening them up. Doesn't necessarily need to kill them, but every now and then it does, and it actually does give me more experience, because the more enemies we kill without getting hit, the more experience we gain. Now let's pick up the talent package, and what is this going to be? Critical mass? Or back and forth? This is crowd control and bonus damage on knockback, which honestly is not that interesting. We can do a lot with parry, but because we already have quite a few abilities that require us not to get hit, let's go for the crit. We already have 8% crit chance, which isn't that much, but we can work on that some more. So let's see, what do we have over here? We have on point. Whenever you critically strike, you get 2 attack damage until your next non-critical strike. So that stacks up quite nicely. We can pick that up a few times. We have precision learned. Use all remaining rage to double your critical strike chance for 3 seconds. And what is this? Your critical strikes deal an additional damage, just a spelling error in there, okay? Equal to 15% of enemies' maximum health points. Well, let's pick that up. That's just 3 extra damage. Then let's pick up 1 times on points. And brutality is once per night if you reach maximum rage on your critical strike chances increased by 4%. So this is just a flat 4% because that's the first thing we're going to do anyway. So we're already at 8%, so that will increase it to what? 12% permanently, which is not that high, but we can pick up a few more of those. We have one more over here, one more over here. We actually do have Blade Storm over here, which is a nice way to clear enemies around you. And yeah, we're just basically going to pick up all of that. All of that is good. Which is actually interesting, because sometimes you do run into either like empty spots on the talent tree where there's just not that much interesting stuff to pick up. But now we have a lot of stuff that works reasonably well together. We have reached max, so we should be at, let's check our stats over here. Yeah, are at 12% now. 12% crit, which honestly is not that much, but we could probably get it up to like 50% or so, or if we focus a bit more on that. Yeah, additional attack speed coming in clutch from the skill bonus as well. And yeah, this class is really annoying to play if you play it on low speed, in my opinion. It's just a little bit more intense if you speed it up. But of course you don't need to. There's no benefit from doing that other than making the runs quicker. So that's a lot more extra damage if we crit or if we don't crit. Yeah, so whenever we critically strike, then we get it. Until your next non-critical strike. So we want to chain critical strikes there. Okay, well in that case, let's pick up all the crit we can, which honestly is quite a lot over here, so that's there. Oh, daggers. Basically the same thing as katanas, but they have a 50% chance to critically strike, which works quite nicely with everything else. So we are now throwing daggers and katanas around, which is awesome. Let's dive into night number 8. Look at the katanas and daggers flying around. Actually having a hard time telling the difference between the katanas and the daggers. Not that it matters, just saying. Okay, let's clear out that. We did get that ability that reduces the cooldown on things. But as you can see, our cooldown is already up and we don't have the rage to actually use this ability, so... Not sure that was that strong to pick up, but maybe it will come in use later. It is an epic talent, so... There we go. Clearing that out. Almost at the end there. Let's see if we can keep up the perfect night. 137 kills without getting hit. This is one of my better runs, I have to admit, but not complaining considering I'm making the video here. Let's pick up all that crits. Some parry, but yeah. Do we want this? Reduce all remaining rage to double your critical strike chance for 3 seconds. I don't have any other abilities, so I might as well pick it up. Honestly, I usually... It's not uncommon for me not to actually have full abilities on the warrior so far. For some reason, I never find too many of those abilities to change. So there's nothing interesting here, I don't think. Still tempted to pick that up. It's a little bit random. What's here? We have a skilled combo, your parry chances increased by 5%. That's not really what we want. We have brutality over here. So yeah, I think we're just gonna go up here. Some more attack speed. There we go. We want the damage over here. We want brutality. That's more crit. We also want this brutality. That's a total of 8 crits. And then there's 2 more over here. So that's like, yeah, that's going to be almost 30% crit if we clear out that little corner over here. Actually, it's gonna be more because the 16% is without the full bonus. So we are now at full, and we are at 20% crits. Not that much, but still. We are only on night number 9, and that might seem like we're already halfway through, which of course it is. But you tend to get most power near the end. Kind of skills up. The rare stuff is further down the talent tree. I'm really loving the daggers and katanas flying around and killing all kinds of random things, so I don't get out-crowded that quickly. And yeah, this is going really well, I have to say. And because of that, we actually get more talent points as well, so there's a compounding effect there. Let's get the damage, let's get the brutality, let's get the blade storm, let's get all that crit. We also found some new abilities over here, so we have your maximum rage is doubled. That actually makes it harder for us to get all those bonuses, but we also have reroll all nearby unlearned common talents into rare talents. So we definitely want to go into that direction after we pick up brutality over here. I am really liking this run. What do you have here? Glacial Strike, a little bit out of the way. We only have room for 1 more ability. Let's find out if we need it. I really like Blade Storm though, so it's just spinning around and doing damage in all directions, which comes really in clutch. Once you get surrounded, I do need to remember I actually have it though. It's just the main challenge usually with this class, remembering what abilities you have, because you're not using them that often. Unlike, for example, the archer that I was playing last time, he had several abilities that we're just spamming whenever they came off cooldown almost. Here we are trying to conserve them basically, and only use them when we feel we either get enough mileage out of that, like I just did, just clearing a couple of lanes with my little smash. I forgot what it was called, the blast strike. But other than that, yeah, just keeping it. Let's do a Blade Storm, just because we can. Little swingy thingy. But yeah, now I'm once again rage starved. I actually haven't found any or many abilities that actually increase that, but that's interesting. Well, let's pick up some more katanas on the way. Do we go up here? Does this actually connect? I do think it does. On the other hand, we could go in this direction. Yeah, I hope this loops back. And we get some more crit along the way and some damage. And the Killstreak Hunter is not super useful. It reduces the amount of kills you need for each combo level. But that does scale up your experience a lot faster once we get this. And it makes it a lot easier just to keep up that skilled combo in case we do get hit. So just double checking, are we missing anything important here? Not really. This does increase maximum rage, which is fine, I guess. But yeah, we definitely want to go in this direction. Now, just to explain this a little further, this re-rolls all nearby unlearned common talents, so these are the white ones, into rare talents. So we want to get here without touching too many of the other abilities on our way. So that's just how you want to approach that. Okay, so night number 11, second half now. Things are going to get a little bit more intense now. But thanks to the katana and the daggers, we should be fine, I think. We got the multipliers, we are 34% crit, 26% damage already. That is really nice, honestly. Just critting and ramping up the damage. As you can see, whenever I don't crit, it goes down. There we go. That was a very nice Blade Storm there. Stop crowding me out there. Come on, guys. Okay. I definitely need to work a little bit harder at staying alive this time around. But we're doing just fine, just fine. Okay. Making this look easy, but trust me, it is not. Now let's go up here. Let's pick up all these talents. And then we... What's the cost in this? Cost of 2. So we do have yet another talent to spend. Let's just pick up some crits because of our build. That's never going to be a bad thing. So now we have a 24% base crit already. Still only have 20 rage total that I can get. That's a little unfortunate, honestly. But it's just not what our build is trying to do this time around. Okay. There we go. We have all our multipliers. 36%. Right now. That is a lot of damage. Ouch. Should I Blade Storm? I should probably Blade Storm more often. Thanks to our crits, we should be seeing pretty nice cooldown reduction on that. I do want, if I can pick some more katanas up, or daggers, or anything that basically does damage in a direction that I'm not aiming, that would be really nice. So maybe our special talent that we should get in a moment will help us with some skills like that. If that's the case, then we are going to get really powerful really quick. So, the Impaler, that's just flat damage based on our HP, which is now 75 already. So the next 5 we pick up will mean 1 more damage for every one of those talents. We have another attack speed increase, some, well, parry increase. We do have daggers, that's nice. And we have some more Impaler, and then some more parry. I mean, I'm just going to pick up those rare talents because by themselves they are pretty good. But these were not the best we could have gotten. I also don't really know how I'm supposed to get here, because the talent tree is not working with me. Okay, this was less exciting than I was hoping for, but no need to panic yet. There's nothing obviously interesting in this direction other than of this damage and this crit, but all of that's not super interesting, honestly. So I think in the next night we'll go into this direction, but let's get there first. Our attack speed is going to go up pretty high now, yeah. As soon as we hit that skilled, and we pretty much hit that instantly because we also have that other talent that reduces the requirements to get that. We are now up to 2 attacks per second already, almost. Which is honestly really nice. Almost hit the wrong button there. Just in time though. Okay, that is a lot of things. I'm just gonna pop my 100% parry there. That's the ability I don't think I've used so far. And another Blade Storm. Go away. Ow. 40% parry, not enough. Which is not that strange, honestly, because it's only 40%. I don't know what that Blade Storm was all about. Ow. It is very easy to tunnel vision on a certain mob and then find out something else was coming at you faster. And then you get hit. This direction? Yeah, this direction. So this is damage. That's great. Attack speed, sure. Do we want frustration? Maybe. There is some more damage up here actually, and some crit as well. Do we want to double our maximum rage? Not really, honestly. Do we want Glacial Strike? Or do we want Earthquake? You know what? I am actually going to go in that direction. Some more health. We are now at 85. Some more regen, and then we have one more to gain. I'm actually going to go in this direction and pick up Earthquake next. I think Earthquake in general is a really nice ability. And Glacial Strike is kind of similar to what we already have, and this is just an AoE that hits all lanes and knocks everything back. So that's just a nice way, like an oh shit button, in case things go in a direction that we don't want them to go. Did I get my crit there yet? No, I popped that a little early. Now I do have to kind of wait out to get max rage while clearing out everything around me. Ow. Would it be such a bad thing if you just parried for once? There we go. Not the end of the world, but lost out on a little bit of HP, XP there. I thought that was already dead. And almost there. So many mobs though. I really wish we had an ability that says like, we throw a katana every like 5 mobs we kill or something like that. It would probably be too good, but you know, I can wish, right? Okay, so let's see. Attack speed, never a bad thing. What's this? Skill Streak Hunter, I guess. And now we have our 4th ability. Now this does turn all the other abilities into other skills. So we can actually pick up some katanas over here. Some parry chance. No, we're not going to go for that, but I do want the katanas. And then we have more attack speed. Whenever you have a skilled combo. Do we go down here? Maybe? Maybe. We have the one ring, one of every common talent, which is not bad. So let's start working in that direction. I'm actually not sure if this connects. The light radius increase is really good if you can pick it up, so you can actually see where you're going. But I think we need to go in that direction. What night are we on? Night number 15. Not the most ridiculous build I've had, honestly. It started out really strong, but now it feels like we're kind of plateauing out. Which doesn't bode well for the last night. But maybe we can pick some more things up. Let's find out. Those trees are like really weird. They start out slow and then they just start running at you. Okay, getting the hang of this a bit more now, I think. Let's Earthquake every now and then. Pretty much just on cooldown. I think we can do that. Should be fine. Now there's also abilities that kind of let you hit from behind and on every next attack. And there's also an ability that allows you to increase your attack speed every time you use it, which is really ridiculous if you can keep that up. Doesn't come without a cost though, but all of that is something you can really take to the extreme. There's also a lot of parry abilities, of which we saw now. We are kind of going for a more typical approach, I think. Let's see. So, what direction do we go? What direction was I going, actually? Hold on. Did I pick this up yet? Oh, that was the parry. No. Once again, does this actually go anywhere? Oh, let's find out. It does, but it seems to kind of turn off in the wrong direction there. So maybe go in this direction. Let's pick up the damage, even though it's out of the way. And then we're going to go up here. Look, daggers, daggers. I want the daggers. Yes. And well, the one ring, even though it's not super exciting, does increase our power quite a bit because we get one of everything. So that means more crit, more damage, more attack speed, more regen, more health. Because of the health, probably more damage as well, and so on. So, that's a bad thing. And getting hit as a warrior, because we have all that regen, we are actually regenning what? And let's see. The time between generation takes 5 HP is 8 seconds. So every 8 seconds we regenerate 5 HP. So that's a lot actually. We are not dying anytime soon. Well, unless we get really swarmed, but I don't think that should be happening. Look at all those colorful enemies coming from all directions. I really suck at using my Blade Storm at the appropriate time. I kind of just need to spam every single direction until everything dies. But yeah, that's working. So far, so good. So let's pick up some more health, daggers, more parry. We actually have a lot of parry. Oh, there's a whole talent package over here. Can we reach that in time? We might actually be able. There's a lot of damage actually here as well. So we can pick that up. We have a couple more nights left. So maybe that will give us the required boost to make it through the last really intense night. We need to remember that we need to cap out our rage before I start using my abilities. There we go. We increased in size, we increased our crits. And now we're awesome. 46% crit chance, so that's actually quite a bit. 50-50. We crit or not. Okay, I am kind of just spamming in different directions now. Do need to pay a little bit of attention to what I'm doing, because just spamming is not going to work in the long term. I do need to remember I also have the panic button for the parry. Might as well use it now. There we go. Gives me 100% parry for a couple of seconds. Not that much, but it helps. So many enemies. Look at that masterful threshold that we hit. Mostly because, just because we're killing a lot of enemies, but also because we have that reduction of the threshold as well. Okay, so mystery talent, knockback, not super interesting. Attack speed, and then what do we want to do? We can be in charge, get big. We can do crowd control and bonus damage on knockback, which is not super interesting, or we can do some fearing. Let's become big ass warriors. There we go. Okay, so what do we have? I actually haven't played with this yet. Enemies have a 10% chance to be feared when approaching you. Okay. When you have a skilled combo, your size is increased by 15%. Well, that sounds good, and we got that twice. We can increase our rage. We can do onslaught. Killing an enemy at least 3.5 range from you grants 2% attack until the end of the night. Well, we have all those daggers and katanas flying around. This is probably really good, actually. Harsh lesson. When you parry or take damage from an enemy, you gain all of the experience you would have received for killing them. Okay. We have another onslaught over here, which we probably want to pick up. And, oh, I actually didn't pick this up. I read this and then I thought, oh, I have that now. Well, that's not how that works. Anyway, we'll pick that up in the next night. It's not going to be a problem, I think. There we go. That's a whole lot of size increase because of the daggers and katanas killing stuff far away. We got even bigger now because we already had that other ability that increased our size. And look at that attack speed. We are attacking 5 times per second now. So the direction that I'm looking at is definitely going to be murdered. The real challenge here is to make sure I'm actually looking in the direction where enemies are coming from. But that's where also where the kind of like the earthquake and the blade storm come in, to make sure I don't need to micromanage everything, although I do have to do quite a bit of micromanaging still. If you have more of those katanas and daggers, stuff like that flying around, you could actually get into a build where you just stand there and let the katanas do their work for you. Ah! Got hit there. Bit of a shame, but don't worry, we have plenty of regens. There we go. That felt pretty easy, actually. Okay, so 9 talent points. So let's pick up some crit attack speed and that. So there are going to be a lot of clearing enemies there. Some are onslaught. And do we then have anything special nearby? Well, we can actually pick another onslaught up. So we're going to get a massive amount of attack speed. We do have more attack speed here. Yeah, we're out of talent points now, but we are going to have a ridiculous attack speed. Our base attack speed is already almost 3 per second. And I am a machine gun. I'm the samurai. And now we grew even bigger. Haven't used any of my abilities yet. Look at that. 56% crit chance. And we're attacking almost 10 times per second. 10 times is actually, I think, the hard cap, so you can't go beyond that. At least I wasn't able to do that in a previous run, even though I did have an ability to scale it up even further. But I think attacking 10 times per second is probably enough. Ow! Still got hit though. Got a little bit too confident there. But yeah, look at this. I am mowing everything down. And I'm the wood chipper. Which is appropriate, considering we're mowing down all these trees, I guess. Come in, come here, come here. There we go. Did that night just end early? I don't know. Yeah, that direction. Do I pick up frustration? There's not really any need to do that, honestly. I can go in that direction. Or do I just pick up all this damage? Because I can pick up quite a bit of damage. But we're already at 50 damage, holy. That is a lot. Let's just see if we can max out that attack speed. Can we reach this in time? No. So I only have 4 abilities left, so that's damage, damage, attack speed, damage. Ooh, we have Bloodlust over here, which would increase our size even further, and then we have another one over here. Would have been fun to get that, but this is the last night, so we're not going to need that. Music goes crazy. Okay. Let's make sure we cap out Rage. There we go. And now all I need to do is stay alive in order to get to the next mastery level. And I think we should be fine. Should probably use my abilities a little bit more liberally. Not a big deal if I get hit. Again, a lot of regeneration on this character. 5 health every 7 seconds. Actually, I have a pause every now and then where there's no one near me. Thanks to the katanas doing their job as well. And daggers, don't forget about the daggers. It's mostly katanas though, I believe. There's also actually chainsaws I think you can throw, and axes. I think the axes are an active ability, but the chainsaws are passive as well. It's earthquake there. Yeah, this is going to go really well, no problem whatsoever. Famous last words. Let's make sure. Wow, let's make sure we use our abilities. There we go. Still have Blade Storm at the ready, we have Parry at the ready. All those underground enemies are kind of annoying though, because I tend to miss them. Kind of hiding under other enemies there. But yeah, there we go. Another successful run, turning our warrior into a kind of like a wood chipper, I guess. Completely different playstyle from the archer, and that's just 2 of the characters that we have available. I think I unlocked all the packages for this character now, and well, if you guys are up for it, maybe I'll show another one of these characters tomorrow. Either way, if you're still here, you're awesome, and I do hope to catch you in the next one.